I'm out for the walk around. I'm back, no issue on the walk around.
Okay. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, the newest weather shows good conditions. Plan to push and start for a 2-engine taxi. There are no hotspots along our taxi route. It'll be a left seat takeoff, and there's no need for radar today. We'll plan for a reduced thrust takeoff. Prior to V1, for any master warning, engine fire or failure that will prevent the aircraft from flying safely, we'll abort and stop on the runway. After V1, we'll take it flying and deal with it in the air and plan to come back here. Our top threat will be terrain. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, that completes the brief.
LAN Chile 434, ready to copy IFR clearance to El Plumerillo Airport.
Land Chile 434, Santiago delivery, expect runway 17 left, Albail 7 Alpha departure, Albail transition. Squawk 5156.
Albal 7 Alpha departure, Albal transition. Squawk 5156. Land Chile 434.
Land Chile 434. Read back correct. Contact ground 122.5 when ready for pushback or engine start.
We'll contact ground 122.5 when ready for pushback or engine start. Land Chile 434, thanks.
Les habla Constanza Gislop, jefa de servicio a bordo. En nombre del LAN, del capitán señor Pablo Toledo y la tripulación, les damos la más cordial bienvenida a bordo. Saludamos muy especialmente a nuestros pasajeros LANPAS y de la alianza One World
Land Chile 622 Heavy at gate Delta 3, request pushback.
del vuelo. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Land Chile
This is
622
Constanza
Heavy,
Gislop, your flight
Santiago
service
ground.
manager speaking.
Pushback
On
approved.
behalf of LAN, Captain
Face east.
Toledo, and the flight
Pushback
crew,
approved.
I'd like
Face east,
to
Land
give a
Chile
warm
622
welcome
Heavy.
aboard. Can I also take this opportunity to give a very special welcome to all our LANPAS and One World working flyers partnering with us.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
Avianca 098 Heavy, taxi for departure.
5966 kilograms.
Seat belts.
On.
Avianca
Ideas.
098 Heavy.
Nav.
Barrel
Runway
ref.
17 right taxi via Zulu 3, Zulu Victor 1.
1015 set.
1015. Set cockpit preparation checklist completed.
098 Heavy.
Land Chile 434, Gate Foxtrot 1, request pushback.
Land Chile 434, Santiago ground. Pushback approved. Face east.
We are ready for pushback.
Pushback approved, face east, Land Chile 434.
Land Chile 622 Heavy, taxi for departure.
Before start checklist.
Parking brake.
Set.
Take off speed and thrust.
Runway 17
V1
left taxi via Kilo
154
Bravo.
VR 154 V2
Runway 17 left taxi via Kilo
155 flex
Bravo,
temp
Chile
6
622
3 degrees.
V1 154. VR 154. V2 155. Flex temp 6 3 degrees. Windows.
Closed.
Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Bienvenidos a bordo de un nuevo vuelo junto a LATAM.
Starting engine 1.
Los
Ok.
invitamos a escuchar con atención y seguir estas instrucciones de seguridad mientras recorremos Sudamérica en un viaje sin fronteras.
Welcome aboard a new flight with LATAM. We invite you to listen carefully and follow these safety instructions as we travel through South America on a magical journey without frontiers.
Por favor, acompáñenos.
Please come with us.
Guarde el equipaje de mano en el compartimiento superior o bajo el asiento de adelante.
Carry-on bags must be stowed in the overhead compartment or underneath the seat in front of you.
Pasillos, salidas de emergencia y primera fila deben estar libres de equipaje.
Aisles, emergency exits, and the first row must be kept clear of luggage.
Para abrochar su cinturón, inserte la punta de metal en la hebilla y ajústelo tirando la correa. Para abrirlo, levante la tapa de la hebilla.
To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal clip into the buckle and tighten it by pulling
Starting
on the
in
loose end of the
Okay.
strap. To unfasten it, lift the top part of the buckle.
Si su cinturón es de 3 puntas, abroche la correa de hombro colocando el enganche metálico sobre el cierre y ajuste la correa hasta que asegure. Para abrirlo, presione el botón.
If your seatbelt is a 3-point belt, fasten the shoulder strap by placing the metal clip over the latch and tighten the strap until it fits. To open it, press the button.
Ajuste su cinturón de seguridad cada vez que la señal se ilumine.
Fasten your seatbelt whenever the sign is illuminated.
Le recomendamos mantener su cinturón de seguridad abrochado y visible durante todo el vuelo, aunque la señal esté apagada.
We recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened and visible throughout the flight, even when the fasten seatbelt sign is off.
Los pasajeros deben cumplir con las instrucciones de la tripulación, de letreros y señales luminosas. Está prohibido fumar, inclusive cigarrillos electrónicos. Manipular los detectores de humo en baños está prohibido por ley.
Passengers must follow all instructions given by crew members, signs, and lights. Smoking is forbidden, including electronic cigarettes. Tampering with smoke detectors in lavatories is prohibited by law.
Dispositivos electrónicos pueden ser usados durante todo el vuelo solo en modo avión.
Electronic devices may be used throughout the
After
flight
start
in
checklist.
airplane mode only.
NTIs.
Computadores
Off.
deben
Beacon
estar apagados
status.
y guardados durante rodaje,
Checked.
despegue
Pitch
y
trim.
aterrizaje.
28%
Teléfonos
set.
móviles y
Radar
tablets
trim.
deben ser
Neutral.
sujetados o
After
guardados
start
en el
checklist
bolsillo del
completed.
asiento.
Computers must be turned off and stowed during taxi, takeoff, and landing. Cell phones or tablets must be held or stored in the seat
Flight
back in
control
front of
check.
you.
Ready.
Si se le cae un dispositivo en el asiento,
Full
no
up.
intente sacarlo y avise inmediatamente a la tripulación.
If you
Full
drop
down.
a device into your seat, do not try to
Neutral.
remove it and immediately notify
Full
the
left.
crew member.
Full right.
En preparación para el despegue,
Neutral.
asegure
Rudder.
su mesa, ponga su respaldo en
left.
posición vertical y guarde la pantalla plegable si su asiento
Full
la
right.
tiene.
In preparation for
Neutral.
takeoff, secure your tray table, put your seat back in its upright position, and stow the video screen if your seat has one.
Este avión tiene 8 salidas de emergencia con toboganes que pueden ser usados en una evacuación.
Launch Chile 434,
Todos los
request
toboganes
taxi to
pueden
the
ser
active.
utilizados como balsa.
This aircraft has 8 emergency exits equipped with slides that can be used in an evacuation. All slides can be used as life rafts.
Un sistema de iluminación de emergencia le guiará hacia las salidas.
Runway 17 left taxi
Localice
via
su salida
November,
más
Alpha
cercana,
Kilo
la que
Bravo,
podría
Launch
estar
Chile
detrás suyo.
434.
En caso de evacuación, deje sus pertenencias a bordo.
An emergency lighting system will guide you to the exits. Locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. In the event of an evacuation, leave your personal
left side.
belongings on
Clear
board.
right side.
Su chaleco salvavidas se encuentra ubicado debajo o al costado de su asiento.
Your life vest is located under or beside your seat.
Retírelo
Brake
de la
check.
bolsa, páselo sobre su
Pressure
cabeza,
zero.
abroche la cinta en la parte delantera y ajústela a la cintura. Al salir del avión, inflelo tirando la manilla roja o soplando por la boquilla. Una luz se activará al contacto con el agua.
Remove it from the bag, slip it over your head, fasten the belt at the front, and adjust it at the waist. As you leave the aircraft, inflate your vest by pulling the red handle or blowing into the tube. A light will activate upon contact with water.
Si la cabina pierde presión, máscaras de oxígeno caerán automáticamente sobre su asiento. Tome la máscara y póngala sobre su nariz y boca. Deslice la banda elástica alrededor de su cabeza, ajústela y respire normalmente. Coloque su propia máscara antes de asistir a niños u otras personas.
If the cabin loses pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop down from above your seat. Pull the mask toward you and place it over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band around your head. Adjust it and breathe normally. Put on your own mask first before assisting children and others.
Para más información, lea nuestra tarjeta con información de seguridad ubicada en el bolsillo que tienen al frente.
For more information, please read our safety information card located in the seat pocket in front of you.
Gracias por su atención y por preferir volar con LATAM.
Thank you for your attention and for choosing to fly with
Cross
LATAM.
runway 17 left at Bravo. Continue taxi via Alpha.
Que tengan un buen viaje.
Cross
We
runway
hope you
17
enjoy
left
your
at
trip.
Bravo. Continue taxi via Alpha Bravo, land Chile 434.
Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Ecam Memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
Land Chile 1998, ready to taxi to the active. Land Chile 1998, runway 17 right taxi via Romeo Zulu. Victor 1. Runway 17 right taxi via Romeo Zulu. Victor 1, Land Chile 1998. Land Chile 434, contact Santiago Tower 118.35.
Contact Tower 118.35, Land Chile 434.
Approaching 17 left.
Land Chile 434, holding short, runway 17 left.
Land Chile 434, Santiago Tower, wind variable, runway 17 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 left, cleared for takeoff, Land Chile 434.
Takeoff runway confirm. Approach path clear of traffic.
Line up checklist.
Takeoff runway.
Runway 17 left, confirmed.
Runway 17 left, confirmed. TCAS.
TAI.
PAX 1 and 2.
On runway 17
Off.
Line up
left.
checklist completed.
Takeoff.
Check.
Manflex 6 tree SRS runway autothrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set. 100 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
In Chile 434, contact Santiago Center 135.6.
Contact Santiago Center 135.6, LAN Chile 434.
Packs are on.
Santiago Center, LAN Chile 434, 2,800 feet.
LAN Chile 434, Santiago Center, identified. Climb to flight level 130.
Climb to flight level 130, lane Chile 434.
Flap 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
LAN Chile 434, contact Santiago Center 119.7.
Center on 119.7, lane Chile 434, bye-bye. Santiago Center, LAN Chile 434, through flight level 104 for flight level 130 direct super.
LAN Chile 434, Santiago Center, radar contact, climb to flight level 270.
Climb to flight level 270, LAN Chile 434.
Set standard.
Standard cross check. Passing flight level 113. Now
Checked.
209, Santiago Center, expect Aruni 6 Charlie, runway 20.
Expect Aruni 6 Charlie, runway 20, tame 209. Santiago Center, land Chile 622 heavy, good morning, climbing flight level 160 for flight level 190 direct Pune.
Land Chile 622 heavy, Santiago Center, identified, climb to flight level 400.
Climb to flight level 400, land Chile 622 heavy.
Aruni 6 Charlie, runway 20. Report ready for descent.
Aruni 6 Charlie, runway 20, ready for descent, TAM 209.
TAM 209, descend to flight level 180.
Descend to flight level 180, TAM 209.
1,000 to go.
Check.
Chile 434. Contact Mendoza radar 122.1. Bye-bye.
Center on 122.1, land Chile 434. Mendoza radar, land Chile 434. Good morning, flight level 270.
Land Chile 434, Mendoza radar, radar contact.
Mendoza radar, LAN Chile 434, flight level 270.
LAN Chile 434, reset transponder. Squawk 2, 341.
Squawk 2341, LAN Chile 434.
LAN Chile 434. Mendoza radar identified. LAN Chile 434. Mendoza radar. Expect ESITO 1 uniform, runway 18.
Expect ESITO 1 uniform, runway 18, LAN Chile 434.
LAN Chile 434, ESITO 1 uniform, runway 18. Report ready for descent.
ESITO 1 uniform, runway 18, call when ready, LAN Chile 434.
Are you ready for the arrival brief?
Go ahead.
Our current weather shows marginal conditions, and we've got the arrival and approach for guidance in FMS for descent planning to get down to the airport. It'll be a GPS approach. The runway is dry, and we'll take the first available turn and taxi to the gate per ATC instructions. Once cleared, we can plan to start the APU for taxi in. Primary threat will be weather. Any questions?
No questions.
Brief complete.
LAN Chile 434, ready for descent.
LAN Chile 434, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, LAN Chile 434.
2.05, QNH 1023. VFR conditions, landing and departing runway 180, transition level 060. Advice on initial contact. You have information, Papa. El Plumerillo Airport Information, Papa, 1301 Zulu. Wind 160 at 6, temperature 14. Dew point 05, QNH 1023. VFR conditions, landing and departing runway 180, transition level 060. Advice on initial contact. You have information, Papa.
Line Chile 434, contact Mendoza. Approach 119er.9er.
Contact Mendoza, approach 119er.9er, LAN Chile 434. Mendoza, LAN Chile 434, flight level 157, we have Papa.
LAN Chile 434, Mendoza approach, QNH 1023. Expect the RNAV runway 18 with the CC-BAC transition.
QNH 1023, expect the ER nav runway 18 with the CC-BAC transition, LAN Chile
1000 to
434.
go.
Check.
LAN Chile 434, descend to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100, LAN Chile 434.
En este momento se van a apagar los artículos electrónicos ya que no está permitido su uso para desarrollar. Muchas gracias. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to landing. Please return to your seats, put your seatbelt to job position, throw your secure seat in front of you, and fasten your seatbelt. Please turn off and put away all electronic devices at this time. Thank you.
Chile 434, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1023.
Descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1023, land Chile 434.
Land Chile 434, clear direct CDEC. Cross CDEC at or above 6,000 feet, clear down at runway 18.
Clear direct CIREC, cross CIREC at or above 6,000 feet, clear RNAV runway 18, land Chile 434.
3, set passing 9,300. Now.
Checked. I have control.
You have control.
Approach checklist.
Barrow ref.
1023, set.
1023, set seat belts.
On.
Minimum.
2600, set.
Auto brake.
Disarmed.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
Activate approach phase. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Land Chile 434. Contact Mendoza Tower 124.2. Bye-bye.
Over to Tower 124.2. Land Chile 434.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Mendoza Tower, Land Chile 434. RNAV runway 18.
Land Chile 434, Mendoza Tower, wind 160 at 6, runway 18, cleared to land.
Runway 18 cleared to land. Land Chile 434.
3000.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
ECAM Memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist completed. $1,000.
Check.
1,000.
Approaching 1-8.
$500.
100 above.
Check.
300. Minimum.
Minimums.
Continue.
Check.
200. $100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Diesel.
$1,200 meters remaining. 900 remaining.
Land Chile 434, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Lon Chile 434.
Land Chile 434, contact ground 121.95.
Ground 121.95, Lon Chile 434.
Y el avión esté completamente detenido en su posición final. Los teléfonos celulares podrán ser utilizados a partir de ese momento. Otros equipos electrónicos deben permanecer apagados. Muchas gracias y buenas noches. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Aviation authorities require you to remain seated until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign.
After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Use of cell phones is now permitted. Other
Off.
electronic devices
After
will not
landing
yet be
checklist
used.
completed.
Thank you and good evening.
Lon Chile 434, request taxi to the gate.
LAN Chile 434, welcome to El Plumerillo. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
We'll take any ramp, please. LAN Chile 434.
LAN Chile 434, ramp 7 Bravo taxi via Alpha Echo.
Ramp 7 Bravo via Alpha Echo, LAN Chile 434.
Taxi light off.